Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, guys, we need to go over something, and that is trading challenges are not real. So I've seen a lot of people, a lot of so-called traders, right? People who call themselves traders, which are not actually traders. They're just marketers, and they're telling you that they're going to be doing a challenge of taking, $2 grand to 20 grand, $2 grand to 10 grand, 1K to 10K, whatever the amount is, just a small amount of money to a large amount of money compared to the small amount of money. And this is something that's been going on in the trading industry for, probably decades, where someone who's a quote-unquote real trader will go from making 10K a day, 20K, on their winning days, to, for some reason now, not trading with the big 5-6 figure account and only trading with $1 grand or $2 grand. How does that make sense? Just think about that right now. If you were making 100 grand a month, or let's just say $1 million a year with a $500,000 account, why would you just stop trading on the $500,000 account to spend a month or two taking 1K to 10K? And keep in mind, that would be assuming that that's even real. That's even real money. Most of these gurus and these frauds, these fake traders that are actually just marketers, aren't even actually using their own money. Ever. It's all paper money, demo money. It's a fake account. They never actually show you the balance or do a live broker login, which is the only way, and keep in mind this is on a US regulated broker, that you can somewhat trust a trader online. And these marketers cannot do that. They never do. They'll show you a zoomed in screenshot of their profits and then show you a zoomed in screenshot of their account balance. You're never actually able to see the full story and what actually is happening. They can't show you that because it's not real. Because no one ever does 1K to 10K challenges or 2K to 10 or 20K challenges. And that's how they trade. That is pointless. Do you want to know why? Because if you can take 1K to 10K, well, you can easily take 10K to 100K. And easily take 100K to 1 million. And now 1 million to 10 million is going to be harder, I think, due to some liquidity, unless you're in futures, and that'll still be very easy. So you should have a clear path to $10 million, probably, in no longer than a year. So you can easily flip 1K to 10 million in, let's say it takes 2 months. What is that? So 1K to 10K is 1, 10K to 100K, 100K to 1 million, million to 10 million, 4 times 2, 8 months. Yeah, does that make any sense, guys? Have you ever seen someone that could take 1K to $10 million in under a year? It's the same thing, it's just 10xing. Again, if this is in futures, if this is in stocks, it's the same thing. Even with options, you could easily turn, apparently, 1K to 1 million. Easily. Options are good for a couple $100 grand. You're starting to get pretty sized up, but you can still do it. Futures and stocks, you're clear to 10 million. Options, you're clear for 100K to 1 million. Apparently, right? So, yeah, you guys just see how ridiculous it is. And, I believe the same thing too. I believed back in 2019 that I could turn just let's say $1 grand and make 11% on that grand and then keep compounding. So it'd be what, 11% would be 1,100 and what, 11 or whatever, and then compound that number on 11%, then compound that number on 11%. I would have literally had like 1 million or 5 million, some crazy million number in like, yeah, not even 6 months. And that's how people scam you in trading. And it's so easy to believe if you're young and inexperienced in trading and in the markets, because you don't know that that's not possible. Or you'll see someone that, yeah, they can make 20% on an option play on $1,000. Okay, that's great. What about the days where you don't take a trade? What about the days where you lose 10 or 20%? What happens with that? That just ruins your entire streak, right? So that throws the time frame off. What about if you just don't actually do that every single day? What happens when you start to run into liquidity concerns and you can't go and make 11% in a day on $1 million? So yeah, you just see how ridiculous it is. And again, it really sucks because the fact that these marketers, because again, they're not traders, do not call these idiot marketers online traders, because they're not. They're literal clowns to everyone that is actually in finance, actually trading with real money. They are literal clowns. They actually are able to scam people into thinking that they can do that and saying, hey, follow along in my Discord, pay me 50 or $100 a month, and they can do that. Isn't that absurd? And again, they don't have any proof. They don't have literally an ounce of proof to show that, yeah, I actually did do this. And I can name a lot of people that did this in the past and are not able to replicate it even close again. Like, they cannot even come close to replicating a stupid 10K to whatever, 50K, 80K, 100K, because they were just gambling. It's the same. Literally replace 1K to 10K in trading with 1K to 10K in blackjack. Yeah, you can turn 1K into 2K, or let's say, honestly, roulette. 1K to 2K on red, 2K to 4K on red, 4K to 8K on red, boom. So what's that? 3 or 4 heads or correct guesses in a row, boom, there you go. That's great. Your odds of doing that are no better than basically 25%. So that is a losing strategy. Like, it's just extremely pointless. And yeah, guys, just don't get scammed. Just don't get scammed. Don't believe these stupid trading challenges. I see in every fake guru's career, they go and do a trading challenge. In what realm does that make sense? It's like the CEO of some large company stepping down from that company for a year and trying or attempting to take a company from scratch to $1 million in revenue per year in less than a year. Why are you doing that? You're already making $100 million a year in revenue at that company. What is the point? You don't need to show anyone what's possible with a small amount of money. Like, that is so absurd. It literally does not make any sense. No one can actually, of these gurus, no one can actually argue, prove, and actually be correct that that makes sense. Do you want to know why? Because in trading, if you're normally trading with 1,000 shares, guess what? The person that's trading with 10,000 shares or the person that's trading with 1 share knows that, guess what? That trade that you took is possible in any scenario. You don't need to go and trade with $1,000 So you can show the people that have a grand that you can take a grand to 5 or 10 grand. You don't need to do that. You can just tell them, hey, you can do the same thing. Just instead of taking 1,000 shares, take 1 share, 10 shares, 100 shares. Just a lower amount. Or how about the fact that that's not even actually trading? I don't think your hedge fund managers have a trading challenge. I don't think Warren Buffett's doing a investing challenge, taking 10 billion to 100 billion in less than a decade. Are you kidding me? No. It's called you're actually in the business of making money through investing or trading. And that's what you're doing. It doesn't matter what time frame or to what amount you do it. That is not what trading is about. Taking 1K to 10K. Don't stop at 10K then, go to 100K, a million, 10 million. And that's where the argument of, oh yeah, well I can definitely take 1K to 10K just goes out the window. Because at that point, well, why don't you go take that 10K to literally 10 million plus, right? So, yeah, guys, please do not believe these trading challenges. There's some people right now that I've seen that are running these. Sorry. If you're able to make that out, yeah, exactly. That's pretty much who I'm talking about. There's some other people that I can name in the past, like Brett Simba, if that's even his real name. Probably not. And there's some other people that I'm not remembering. Or I guess we could say Starboy too. But yeah, lots of other people that I know that did it, but just can't remember because they have stupid freaking usernames that aren't actually the real name because, you know, when you're doing fraud, you don't actually want to have your real name out there. But yeah, guys, so there's just a lot of just shenanigans going on. And really, what I'm trying to tell you guys is just don't be naive. Don't believe it because, again, why stop at 10K if you just 10x your money? Because if you're that great, well, you can easily then do it again and again and again. So yeah, just don't believe it and just keep trading smart. You know, these stupid challenges are nothing but entertainment. Again, they're like not even real. I don't think actually one has ever been real because, again, it's not real trading. It's gambling. Real trading is literally capital preservation, great risk to reward, high win rate. And whatever happens, happens. Hopefully you can make some money. A little challenge is just throwing it on red or flipping heads or tails. And hopefully you're right enough to where you can go and cross some arbitrary little number. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned that, you know, these trading challenges are not real, to stay away from them, to stay away from the people who talk about them. And yeah, hopefully you guys are just crushing it in trading. Markets have been pretty great. So yeah, also though, if you guys have not subscribed, please do. Just hit 500 subs. Next goal is 1,000 subs. That would be insane. And also, I do have a free Discord that I made. Right now, I'm the only person that's actually talking in there and giving some free call-outs. So if you guys want to just have someone to trade with and share some ideas, not to follow the plays, but just to share ideas, just join. The link is in the description. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.